Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 back again. And so we're back on Mars. It's actually been a couple of days since I did a video here, so I'm just trying to... So I've got my Stirling motors right there. I've got my little, what do they call that? The heat exchanger right there. I've got the expandable radiator right there. And then we got to do some other stuff, but first let's get something to drink, get something to eat. And there we go. Fill that up. Good. All right, so there's that, and now we can. Oh, and I saw on your comments for the most recent video that's up. I don't know if that was the one before this one or the one before this one. In order to make the huge tanks, you need 4 or 5 of the tank kits. So I was unaware that that was how that worked, but that's cool. So I suppose what I want to do is have all of the exhaust go into a single large tank. And the reason for that is because, 1, I can put a hell of a lot more in there. And 2, if it's insulated, I shouldn't have to worry about it losing temperature. And then as I add in more temperature into there, it should heat everything up. And then another thing that I could do, actually, is pump in fuel to explode inside the tank, which would then heat up it even more, which I could then reuse, do like a heat exchanger or something, like a gas-to-gas heat exchanger to pump into here, like do some nitrogen or something that's non-flammable. And then I could potentially get like super hot stuff really, really easily. So I kind of want to do that, actually. So I'm thinking I would put it over here somewhere. And I would have to run pipes from here over to there. I'd have to go around this one somehow. So that'll be fun. Is doable. And then from that one up there, it would have to run down and around to go in, which, again, doable. So I have one insulated tank already. So let me just... okay, so if I go here... Ah, there we go. Okay. So you just rotate... Wow, that is really big. I might need to put this like on its own thing. I mean, look how big that is. It is huge. I mean, I could put it just like literally right back here, and that would probably work too, right? Okay, so we have that going down. I'm going to make 3 more, and we'll see if that's going to be enough. So insulated tank. We need silicon. Do we have silicon? Yes, we have 6 silicon. That's not enough. Okay, so let me go over here, and we'll grab some more. Alright, so we'll flip this on, then there's 1 silicon, 2 silicon, 3 silicon. Should I do 4? I feel like I want to do 4. So, actually, you know what, let me just do as much as I can possibly get. So that's 200, 250. And 300, and that was the last of it. Okay, so that is all the silicon that I have currently, so we'll just cook all of that up, and that should be fine. All right, so what kind of temperature do we have in here? 577 currently. Okay, everything is closed. Okay, so we'll turn that on. We'll turn this up to like 5. Hit the little thing, have it go up, good to go. And then we'll start shoving all of this stuff in there. How much more do I need in there? Probably not that much. So we'll just turn that off, let it heat up a little bit more. There we go. And that should be enough to do it. Perfect. And I think I'm probably overdue for a storm. So if that happens, you know, is what it is, I suppose. All right, so there is 300. Is that all of it? I think that's all of it. All right, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then I'll leave this in here for now, I guess. I mean, it's not doing anything, so it should be fine. Okay, so now I have 300 silicon. And we can make a few more of these. We have some of our tomatoes back. Good. I'm gonna check on this, see how it's doing. I mean, we have a lot to go through, so. I mean, it's 487 RPM, that's not bad. I think that's right about the max that you can get. I was messing around with these for a little while when I was first learning how to do this, and it seemed like 485 was about the highest that I could do. Now, I'm sure if you did the nitrous fuel, you could probably go, you know, farther, faster, you know, all that other fun stuff. We have 73 grams of silicon in here. Do I want to, like, just empty it out and just start it back up again, or what do I want to do? Just seeing if this thing is closed. Yes, it is. Okay, so we could technically throw everything in there, and then I would have to close this off if I did that, so that way nothing in here would get damaged by the storms. So that's another thing that I could potentially look into. Yeah. But I don't know, it's fine. I'll just let that go for a little while longer. It's not hurting anything, and I don't think I need that much material right now. Oh, hey, hi. We have 4 kits. Is that going to be enough for a large tank? Potentially, hopefully. Okay, let's see. I'm going to need probably some of these. That's iron. I need steel. Do I have steel? I don't have steel. I have iron. I have lots of iron, actually. Do you have steel? You don't have steel. Do you have steel? You have steel. Okay. Okay, so we'll put the... So, I was supposed to combine those, hey? Alright, hang on. Let me put that in there, put that in there. Invar can go back up there. And we have the steel, which we can put into here. And then that was everything for that, right? Yes? Alright. Get rid of that, close that, close that. Alright, now we have 186. That should be good. Copper can go right there, I suppose, for now. Let's see. So I'm going to need like 4 steel foundations, I think. Frames, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so there is 1. 2. Oh, and I'm probably going to need 5 because I want to have a bridge going over to it. So that should be 3. 4. And 5. Okay, so that should be good. Thank you. Let's see what we got. So I want to build this kind of over here, right? And then we'll do it like here-ish. And then I should probably dig this out a little bit. Yeah, we'll just kind of even this out a little bit. That should be good. All right. Excellent. All right, so now we need steel plate or sheets, whatever you want to call them. We have 13. That is enough. All right, so that'll be it for that. And then I think that'll be fairly good. And now we can build our very, very, very large exhaust tank on here somehow, somewhere. Okay, so does that like literally use up? It is damn near the whole thing. That is very cool. Okay, so we're gonna put the pipe section over in the front. That is huge. And that did take all 5. So that is how many you need to make the huge tank. All right, now the next thing that I want to do is paint it. So I've had this paint here for a while, and it's just been kind of sitting there, so I think we'll finally use it. Good. All right. So that tells us that that is exhaust. Okay. Now I need some of these. All right. Now I'm also gonna have to pump all of that out of here. And then we'll go into here somehow, somewhere. Let's see, so that is going out here. So we will run this down. Actually, hang on, let me put that there and get this. Perfect. Good. Oh, should I make this go out one? I should probably make that go out one, hey. Yeah. Apparently I have low power right now. Alright, and then we go straight out from here, and then I can get rid of this. Good. And now we go down. Alright. Okay, so now, do I want to run this along this edge? Or how do I want to do this? Because I think I have to run the exhaust over this pipe and then under this one. Now, granted, I could just run it on the outside of this one. That would probably work too. And then we'll do it like this, because I still have to pump everything out of that tank. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. But that can just kind of chill there. And then we'll just run this out this way and then kind of drop it down a bit. And then in the meantime, this side can go like that. And then from here, we can run directly out onto where that is going to be. Like that. Okay. So now I need a lot more insulated pipes. Which means I need the steel out of here. Okay. Insulated, good. I need more silicon, which I took out. All right, so that can go there. Make a bunch of these. All right. And then while that is doing that, I can use up the rest of this paint, which will be good. Okay, so that'll be good there. Then we'll paint up these ones as well. Okay. Now that is empty. Good. All right, how we doing? 15 for now. I think that'll work for a little bit. Let's get rid of that warning. All right. Oh wait, no, we're going on the outside of this one, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's take this off. There we go. Good. All right, how we doing? 18 more. Oh, that's got to drop down. That would have been awkward if I tried to connect those. In fact, not just awkward, but possibly really, really bad because it would have contaminated all of my fuel. All right, so we'll go this way just up until we get under here. And it's not going to let me place it there. Okay, so then we have to stay under here. Let me pick that up as well. All right. Okay. Good to go. And we'll stop that for now. Okay. So I don't necessarily like the way this looks. I don't know, does that look weird? Kind of looks weird. Maybe it'll look better once I paint it. All right, so let me get the rest of whatever's in here. Good. And then I'm gonna need the iron. So I can make more paint. Oh hey, it was already set up. Perfect. I mean, like, I understand that, like, the piping doesn't really matter as long as it goes to wherever it's supposed to go. But at the same time, I don't want it to look messy. So as far as color schemes go, we'll use black for hot exhaust, and then we'll use brown for just mixed gases. And I think that'll make a good distinction. Thank you. All right. So that'll be good there. We'll just toss that in there for now. Okay, so now I just have to get this to pump out into here, which is going to be super fun. Yeah. Then all of that will go into here, including everything that's up in there. So I'm going to have to pump everything out of there as well. So I do have my pump, right? Yeah, okay. All right, now, question is, can I actually get this thing powered from where it is right now? I've got probably over 1,000 ingots in there right now. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I have to find a way to break into this and then put this in its place. Oh, that actually works out. Okay. And then I have to power it, which is going to be fun. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I kind of need to take this thing apart just so I can kind of pump everything out of there. So we'll do that. We'll take this out. There we go. What? No. Okay. So that will work to remove that. And then while I'm waiting on that, has that been on this entire time? Whoops. It's at 11% battery. There's not much in there, so that should pump out fairly quickly. And then we'll swap this out. Perfect. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long to drain, and then I'll take the pump over to the other one, and then we'll get rid of that one too. And then we do have some volatiles in here, but I don't think it's enough to actually combust. Otherwise it probably would have already. And now we're just waiting. But I suppose, as long as we're waiting, we might as well get ourselves something to drink because we're thirsty again. Probably should have kept that open so I can eat. There we go. Good to go. All right. So that's fine. How are we doing on our gases? Are actually pretty good. We could use another filter. All right. So that's doing its thing. Let's go up here and check that again. It's taking a while. Now, the idea here is that so long as we have enough volume within the tank, we can actually have combustion happen inside of there, and it shouldn't damage anything. At least that's the thought process. Whether or not that's actually going to work, I don't know. All right, how we doing? It's just going slow, I guess. Now, I suppose another question is this enough for me to worry about wasting? And I think the answer to that is no. So we'll get rid of that. So that'll be there. Now we can check. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Okay. So that should be fine, which means that we can now get rid of that. Good. All right, and that's fine as well. All right. So, with this, we can now take this thing off and then use it elsewhere. And then that can just kind of go back, and that'll be good. All right. And then, because we have an extra space now, we can get rid of all of this stuff. There we go. Okay, so that's all hooked up again. Should I sort all of that? I think I probably should. Let's turn that off. Okay, how we doing? Pretty good? All right. So let's get everything out. Should drop everything in there. Nice. That's kind of fun to watch. It's like all of this stuff, all of these ores that you just got, and all it cost you was a little bit of power. Kind of crazy. All right. So now that's done. Turn this thing back. Nope. You need to close. Okay. So that needs to drop all the way back down. That needs to drop all the way back down. Okay. So that's weird. It's doing that thing where I'm thinking it's getting stuck in a loop or something. Yeah. There we go. I think it's working now. All right, good to go. So that should start itself back up again, and then as long as everything is turned on over here, because I forgot to turn it off, we can start sorting all of this. We can watch it go out of here. Do, 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 do. Nice. And then we can watch it drop like rain. That's cool. All right, then we got some gold dropping, we got some silicon dropping, we got, there's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that, but it's there, so that's cool. This should be all the way out. That is now doing the last of the iron, I believe. Okay, so that should be fine. We'll close that up again. And I think everything is sorted now, so that's good. Nope, maybe not. Okay. And then we'll just turn that off, save a little bit of power. Kind of not a lot of silicon. We have a little bit of gold, fair amount of copper, or sorry, coal. Okay, so there's that. Now let's see. We need to, yes, we already set everything back to normal up there, which means that everything should be in here now. Good. 139 kilopascals, and this can hold 50,000 liters. And it's at 1763, which is great. All right, so now I need to get all of this to pump out as well. So I guess what we do is we put this down in such a way that we can actually power it. Okay, can you just like work with me here? There we go. So I'll put that on here. We'll flip the direction around, and then I can power it from back here and then connect this up over there. So it's going to look something like that. There we go. Okay. And then the rest of this needs to connect over there, which means I think I'm probably going to need a little bit more insulated pipe. All right. So that can go there. Good. All right, and then this can go over here and then connect into here. All right. Now I just need power. All right, so we'll take that piece out, put this as a little turn going through here. Obviously this is just temporary, it's not going to stay there. But it will help us evacuate this whole thing. Good. Nope. Okay, so now that that's going, yeah, we've got a lot to pump out of here. So megapascals. So that's going to take a little bit of time, which I'm fine with. And then I'm kind of wondering like what's going to happen when all of that starts mixing in here. Because I mean, we've got nitrous, we've got volatiles, and we've got O2. Okay, so looks like the volatiles just burned up. And then we dropped the temperature in this thing down a lot by adding in that stuff. So I'm gonna have to think about that. Because basically we want to make sure that this thing stays hot. So I'm kind of wondering what would be the best way to do that. And I do have like a preheater type thing where I'll do a regulator and then run it into a heat section of pipe or whatever, then put an inline tank after that, and then put a valve after that, do like a back pressure regulator for protection, and then once the valve is there, basically we just heat up all of the gas, basically explode it inside the pipe, and then we open up the valve and we dump the hot gas in with all of this not so hot gas, and that should ignite, well, not, I mean, maybe it'll ignite, but it should make the temperature of everything in here go up. But I'm not sure how that's going to happen. And the other thing that I could always do is just put like a little pipe heater on a pipe out here and then just heat it that way. But that's probably going to be incredibly inefficient. I don't know. Options. Okay, so we have lost another filter. And I should probably make like a medium filter or something because they last longer, or even the heavy filters because they last longer still. So let me see what kind of options we have and what I can make versus everything else. So if I do a heavy CO2 filter, that would last me a long, long time, but I need stellite. Don't have stellite. Okay, so if I did a medium filter, that's down here, carbon dioxide, that requires silver and constantan. I happen to have a lot of silver. Iron and constantan. Constantan. I have 8 grams of constantan. I still don't know how to properly say that word. It's either Constantan or Constantan. I'm thinking it's Constantan. Right, and then we needed iron, which is over here. Thank you. And then we need power. And then we need that to go in there, and then we need silver. There we go, have some silver, and we'll make that thing good to go. Throw it into there, and we'll be good. All right. And then also I want to put in like a filler thing over here, so just in case I lose all of my, you know, fuel for whatever reason over here, I can use this as kind of like a backup. But I want to replace this canister with a smart canister because it can hold more. And then I got to put like a regulator on there or something. I can put the regulator back here, I suppose. So it only pressurizes this up to, I don't know, like 17,500 kPa. So, or would that just be pascals? I don't know. It's fine. So how we doing? We're about 1/3 of the way done. Lots more to go. Okay, so you should have this good. So that can go there, that can go there, and then I should be good for a little while. Should I empty out my canisters here? Probably. You know, I could probably use that as my fuel canister. Just paint it orange. Okay, so that can go there. Waste tank critical. That should be good. All right, turn that off. We'll keep that in there for now. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. And then we'll fill this thing up. Yeah, so it'll take whatever is already pressurized in here and it'll immediately push it into here, so that kind of helps me out with filling this up quickly. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then this is, you know, doing good, so that's cool. And that's just going to bump this pressure up a little bit. And then it'll push it into here too. So that'll be, you know, that's actually kind of fine. Yeah, so long as this is hooked up and it's filled and it's connected into here, I can just swap these things out. And then when I need to top this thing off, you know, I just, you know, hit the button. Should be pretty easy, right? Okay, so that is oxygen and waste tank solved. All right, so now we've got all of that. We're still transferring gases in. Let's see, I could do some painting in here, maybe. Potentially. That would add a lot of pollutants in there, though. I mean, not that that really matters too much, because I can just cycle the air in there, and that would be probably fine. How are we doing in this ginormous thing here? 1.7 megapascals in there. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, we have a lot of CO2 in there, a lot of nitrogen, a lot of oxygen, a fair amount of oxygen, not a lot, I suppose. A lot of pollutants, so that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, we have stuff that we need to do, so what do you need? You need 2 steel sheets and a welding torch, okay. So steel sheets, good. All right. There we go. And then we need 2 electronic parts each, so that's 4 electronic parts. Easy enough. All right. I'm probably gonna need some of that stuff. Maybe. Actually, hold on. Is that already electronic parts? It is. No, it's not. Parts. There we go. I need 4 iron, gold, and copper. That's not really any of these, so except for the copper in there. Oh, iron. Okay. Where's our copper? Copper here. Okay. And then gold, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's doing good. That needs to go back up to 500. I'll start making these things. All right. 2, 3, and that'll stop at 4. Good. Throw these into the Stirling motors, Stirling engines, whatever you want to call them. All right, so that's good, and then those are completely built, right? Yeah. Okay, so now they're gonna need a tank with some sort of a fluid in there. I'm thinking I'm gonna use nitrogen. But depending on the temperature, you have to be like really, really careful about how much stuff you put in there, because you want some pressure to be in the tank, because that is what makes it work more efficiently. But the more pressure you have in there, then that's the more, as the temperature goes up, then that's more gas to heat up, which then increases the pressure even more. And then, of course, if you put in too much pressure, it explodes. So I think I'm probably going to put like a blast wall shield thing or something over here, so that way it doesn't, I mean, it's probably not going to make a blast so big that it'll damage anything over there, but you never know. All right, so how are we doing over here? That is all the way empty. Good. All right, so then we will just take that out. Perfect. Take that out. All right, so that can go there, that can go there, that can go there. And now we just need to fix all this up. Okay, so I'm gonna have this go this way. So that means that I have to take out basically all of this. And then that just goes over here. And then I have to take that out. And actually, if we're already up here, wouldn't it make more sense to just kind of come out over here? I think it would. And then we have to bring this out 1, so it's actually outside of this, and then we bring it over. Right? Yeah, there we go. That is good there, and then we need, right, that can come out as well. Good. And we are more efficient with our pipe use, which is good. Good. Okay. So that's that. Now we just need to paint all of that. That gives us a nice little stack of 20 left over. That's nice. Okay, so next thing, we got to take all this stuff out. Thank you. You can go into there because I need to make more paint. And then you can get stored over here. And then you can close off. All right. Next, paint. So get one of those. And then I'll make some white paint too, I guess. I don't have that in there while I'm messing with the paint in case I right click and then I paint my tools, which I don't want to do. All right. And then once this room is complete, we'll be able to keep a little bit of heat in the room itself. Okay, and that pipe is, or sorry, that paint can is now out. Let's make another one, please. All right. So that's it for that paint can. Let me see what other colors I have in here. Looks like I have yellow, green. Green is good color for nitrous, so I'll take that one. probably should have drank while I was in there, but that's fine. Man. Alright, so let's find our nitrous. Nitrous. There we go. Okay, so you get green paint. You get green paint. That should be fine there. We don't have anything else coming out, so that was really all I got to use of the green paint, which I suppose is fine. And then I can make some brown paint, and then we can work on the mixed fuel line, get that all nice and painted up. We'll just kind of throw that in there for now. And then brown. Probably gonna need another one of these, right? Thank you. All right. Okay, so all of this is going to be brown, because this is all just going to be mixed fuels that come out. They're just going to intermingle and kind of chill in here. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I did not want to do that. My bad. Okay, so there is 2 more empty bottles. Thank you. All right, good to go. So that particular cable that I colored, actually, let me make another brown. I will be able to just pick up that one and change it back to red, and then I'll just replace it, so it'll be fine. Okay, so here's how we do this. And we pick it up like so, and we put this in our hand, and then when we pick that up, it's magically red again. Amazing. All right, so now that can go into there, and now we can continue painting. All right, so I think that'll be good for now. We've got stuff set up. We have drained all of our exhaust into this tank right here. And then that is at 1.71 megapascals. We have a lot of storage space in there, and we also have to heat it up, so that's going to be interesting. But I think I'm going to end it here. I think this is a good place for it. I wonder if I just brought this up and around, if that would be better. Probably, right? Or maybe just kind of bring it into there, maybe? It's bugging me. All right, let's... Okay, so if I did it like this, and then just kind of brought this in here... Does that look nicer? I think that looks nicer. Yeah, I think that looks nicer. Okay. So, yeah. So that's all I got for this episode. Not a lot going on, but, you know, enough. And that should be spinning, yeah. So that thing is doing well, started itself back up again. And we have a lot of stuff. So we have a lot more of this stuff to go through, so that thing's gotta chop chop. But, yeah. I think that'll be good. And do we have, yeah, we have all kinds of tomatoes in there, so that's good. Let me, I suppose I can just pick all of those, throw them into the little cooker thing. Tomato. Ooh, those are tomato seeds. Okay. Tomato seeds. Wait, that doesn't give me a tomato? Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't really care too much. Okay, so that's that, and then these can go in there. And then it's telling me that my hydration is critical. So we'll hop in here, grab this. All right, you can go back there. Oh, I had black. Whoops. There you go. All right, so water, drink. Okay, and then that can go there. Good. All right. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.